Welcome back, everyone. Today I have another candidate who has passed FRM Part 2 in just 40 days. Unbelievable, it might sound, but yes, that's true. And we're going to be catching up with him, going to be learning about his strategies and how he actually did that in just 40 days. So, first of all, the candidate name is Anupam. So, Anupam, welcome to this particular conversation. And thank you so much for taking your time out to have this conversation.
Thank you so much, sir, for having me. It's a privilege.
All right, Anupam. So, you are still in college, right?
Yeah, I'm still in college. This will be my last month of college.
And you are in the IIM, right?
Yeah, I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's in business administration. That is integrated program in management at IIM Bodh Gaya.
Why did you choose to get or to pursue the FRM certification? You are already pursuing from the elite colleges.
Well, the thing about pursuing FRM was that the crowd here is just top notch. Uh, the creme de creme from all over the country is over here. We have people, even the best of minds from abroad. People come from all over the world. People come here, but
Right.
I need to make myself stand out. Okay, that's where the FRM and CFA and other certifications come in. That's what my thought process was before going for enrolling for these certifications.
Okay. And did you ever think, like, when you saw your results, like, I still remember that, uh, when you called me up just 40 days before the exam and you said that, okay, so I've subscribed to your course and I just want to cross the line and I want to pass and I just have 40 days with me. So when you started your journey, did you ever think that would you be able to pass the exam?
I had registered just 2 months before the exam. That's when I made up my mind that yes, I'll be giving this attempt. So I wasn't always sure. It was always a gamble. I had 2 months to spare, and I had nothing as such planned otherwise. So it was purely a gamble. I was never sure that I'll pass. So that's how it was. But what was in my hand was the hard work I'd done before this. I'd put in almost 1.5 years in my CFA level 1 preparation, which I had appeared for in May, almost passed with a 90 percentile. Then next up was August. I had my FRM Part 1 planned. I passed FRM Part 1 with quite a decent quartiles. I think that was my quartiles in Part 1 were 1, 2, 1, 2. Then just when the FRM Part 1 results came, uh, I had about 2 months to think about whether I should give Part 2 in November or should I go for CAT this November. I thought that why not take my chances and go for part two. As it seems everything paid off. Mhm.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And it paid off well. I mean, for in May, CFA level one, August, FRM part one, and then in November, you had part two as well. So I think pretty much you had a mix of everything and the little bit of background in CFA that also helped you. But part two is a different ball game altogether. I have to say this. Not something very much correlated with CFA level one or probably level two as well.
Mhm.
Okay. So what was your initial reaction when you saw your results?
Well, I wasn't expecting to pass, to be honest. My paper hadn't gone really well. I was mentally prepared. I'd told my friends, relatives, everyone that, yeah, I've appeared for the exam. I've given my best, but don't get your hopes high. But as it turned out, the paper hadn't gone as bad, and I passed.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. That's great. So Nupam, you're studying multiple things as I can understand, right? Probably you're up for CFA level two now. And
Yeah.
you at that point in time when you were preparing for part two, you may have your college studies as well. And you may have your college exams for the IIM as well. So how did you manage to find time like within that particular day?
What truly helped me was that I was fixated on that I will give this attempt no matter what on November itself. I'm not going to defer it. That's why I burned all my bridges. it was damn sure in my mind that I'll be appearing for the FRM Part 2 in November. There's no other chances. I am going to appear for it. Uh, that's what helped me. I had my midterm exams for semester 5, I think, in between as well. So that was really hectic for me. 1 week of preparation I lost there. That was just 10 days before my FRM Part 2 exam. That was a huge blow, and I'd lost a bit of touch with the studies. But with your crash course was just amazing. Your crash course got me back on track, and all my preparation had been solely based on the material from Vardeez. I didn't offer any other notes, nothing else. Simply Vardeez video lectures that made everything possible for me.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And also, within this 40 days of time frame, would you recommend someone that, okay, it is possible that you can do it, but would you recommend someone, or would you say that, okay, no, it's better that you go for a, 4 to 5 months?
Pretty much, I would not recommend this. This has taken a huge toll on me. My health, the, and it is just, I don't think it's recommendable to do this in 40, 50, even 2, 3 months. You should give a proper time to this. It is not about just 40 days or doing it in 1 year or 2 years. It is about putting in a certain amount of hours. If you can manage to do that in 40 days, that's okay. If you manage to do that in 2 years, that's all right as well.
Right. So it depends on how much effort you actually put in. That's what key takeaways. And that makes complete sense. Again, one more question that I have to ask you. Now, you are a college student. So, what advice would you give to all the people who are still an undergraduate and are pursuing the FRM Part 1 or Part 2 exams? What would you suggest or give an advice on that?
Well, my advice to everyone out there would be that you should invest proper time to the first certification that you're doing, be it CFA level 1, be it FRM Part 1, be it CA, anything, give it proper time. I was able to clear this FRM Part 1 in about 2 months. I was able to clear the FRM Part 2 in 40 days just because I had spent proper time. CFA level 1. I took 1.5 years. That's a lot of time. So I
Right.
built a I'd built a great base during that preparation. I didn't rush through thing. That's something that I would recommend to everyone.
Right, right. So devoting time, especially when someone is absolutely new to finance, it does take them a lot of time to understand the basic financial concepts and jargons. So yes, you have to get in it. All right. So, Anupam, can you also say that did you solve any mocks, and how much was your score if you did solve any mocks?
Yeah. My score. Yes, I did solve uh, 2 mocks. I think the GARP material comes with the 2 mocks. In
Mhm.
the first one, I'd scored around 48, and in the second one, I think it was 49 or 50.
Okay. Okay. So pretty much you were in the borderline, right? I mean, someone who has a
Yeah.
score above 50, they have a decent chance to pass. But again, your entire journey had been in the borderline situation. You were either here or either there, right? And those were the probabilities that we had. But nonetheless, again, as I have to say this, it worked out very decent. Anupam, could you just say that what is your typical day schedule like? What you're doing right now within this particular thing, and are you planning any after this particular program? Are you planning a job, or are you planning for the studies for level 2, CF level 2?
So, so for now, I've registered myself for the CFA level 2 in May. Post that, I'll be appearing for GMAT. That's where the FRM Part 2 will be a huge game changer in my profile. I'm hoping to pass it because there is a lot of overlap between FRM Part 1 and CFA level 1 and 2. So I'm hoping to
Right.
pass that comfortably. So that these two things, FRM Part 2 and CFA level 2, would add huge contributions to my profile for these foreign applications and everything. Uh, so after that, after my CFA level 2, I'll appear for GMAT for 2 3 months. Then I'll be appearing for the CAT again.
So, what was your exam day experience?
Well, the thing about my exams was that I had applied for a leave from my college.
Okay.
My college is in Gaya, and I had to go to Kolkata. Uh,
Okay.
they didn't approve my leave. They cut short my leave, and I had just 3 days. In those 3 days, I had to go to a different city. I had to live there. I had to add the finishing touch. I had the one mock to give, and I had to come back within the prescribed time. So it was really hectic for me, but somehow I did manage.
Right, right. So, what was the exam day experience when you were writing the exam?
Uh, well, I was on the borderline. I felt like there were some questions that I did not know the answer to, and there were questions that this chapter, that's something I know. This is from this chapter. That's easy. Uh,
Right.
but I faced a lot of problem from the numericals portion, but the theory part was always good for me, and had to take a few educated guesses, but it all went right in the end.
Okay. What was your strategy to go ahead and to pass this exam?
First off, I watched the whole video lectures, the complete package that you had offered. I complete every single part of it. Then again, I watched all the crash course video lectures, and then again, I watched the full video lectures of the important chapters that you had recommended.
Okay.
So
Got it.
I'd watched around 160 hours of video lectures, more than 160 hours, I think. At I was able to do all this because I have this ability to comprehend lectures and videos at higher speeds, 2.5x,
Okay.
3x. That's something that
Right.
I can manage. That's one thing that really helped me.
So, what is what is the strategy for someone who wants to pass the FRM Part 2 exam? What would you suggest to them?
In retrospect, sir, the important chapters that you had marked, most of the papers was from these chapters only. Had I chosen to focus on just those chapters, I think I could have passed without putting in so much effort.
So, any more challenges that you have for Part 2 and you want to
Yeah, the journey was really challenging. I had full time college all throughout my preparation. Didn't have even 1 week of holidays. I'd managed this FRM Part 2 preparation along with college. I had about 3 to 4, maybe some days even 5 lectures scheduled at random time. Some lecture is scheduled from 1 to 2. Then there's this college lecture scheduled from 2 to 3. I have 1 hour of time between this, and I have to manage my RM preparation in that. What truly helped me in this case, that I had maintained a proper Excel schedule, that I'll be free in this day during this time period. In this time period, I have to get done with this video lecture no matter what, or I'm not passing the exam. I had set very specific boundaries, very specific targets for myself, that by this day I should be done with this part of the book, which I took really seriously. That's one thing that I would recommend someone who's doing all this on these strict time limits. Uh,
So, thank you so much, Anupam, and sharing the insights on this particular conversation.
Thank you so much for having me, sir.
All right. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video.